Today we're talking about Google Ads versus some traditional print advertising. And by the end of this video, you are going to know which one works best. Stay tuned. Hi, Mike Mancini with ppcvideotraining.com. Do you like videos about Google Ads and digital marketing? Do us a favor, hit the subscribe button below and you'll be notified about new videos that we release each and every week. So today we're talking about Google Ads versus some older or maybe a little bit more traditional types of print advertising. Now, what types of print are we talking about? I'm not necessarily talking about magazines or newspapers. I mean, there always is going to be a place for those. But what I am talking about today are the types of print advertising that you receive in your mailbox. Now, I know that we all receive what we call junk mail each and every day probably. And a lot of the time, I will literally grab the stuff from the mailbox. As I'm walking in the house, I will sort all the junk and literally throw it in my recycle bin in my garage before it ever even enters my home. Now, I do know that this is not the case for everybody. I do know that some people use these and that sometimes it does work. But I want to give you an idea of the types of advertising that this is versus Google Ads. So let's start with Google Ads. Google Ads is obviously when you're putting your business out there, you're putting it out in front of people who happen to be looking for you at that particular moment. There is intent. And I talk about this all the time. You maybe have heard it in my other videos. There's always that intent. People have to seek you out, and they're going to Google to seek you out. They're going to look for a plumber. They're going to look for a carpet cleaner. They have a pain point, and they're looking for a solution right now. Now, if you're looking at this other type of print advertising, I want to give you some examples and show you just why I don't believe that it's a very good place to put your advertising dollars. So the first one we're looking at is this. I'm not going to put the names. In fact, I'm going to blur a lot of this stuff out because, to be honest, I just don't want to get somebody calling me up and saying, bad things. I just want to avoid that controversy right now. But I want to give you these examples. So this is like a home style magazine. It's delivered to the community. And it just basically has a lot of home services advertising in it. There are no stories or no articles, nothing except ads for basically your home. Now, in this particular print advertising medium, I want to give you some numbers because I want to explain the problems with some types of advertising like this and why I still don't understand why they allow people. In this one magazine, there are 5 ads for companies who rebuild bathrooms. There are 6 companies that are HVAC or heating and cooling type businesses. 2 of them will replace your blinds or fix your blinds. 2 landscaping companies, 4 garage door companies, 3 floor refinishing companies, and 10 home exterior companies. Those are types of companies that will do roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. 10 of them, and 2 of them are on the same page. The problem with something like this is you are literally hoping that you are, number one, either first in that magazine so people will see you first, or I don't know what. I truly don't. When you're advertising against 9 other companies in the same magazine, I guess I just don't look at that as targeted advertising. You're hoping that somebody is going to trip over your ad. Now, let me give you 2 more examples. This is another type of print advertising that you will see sometimes in your mailbox, and you literally open it up and it's just a bunch of miniature flyers, and it's just stock full of them. And I went through this as well. So in this one, there are 3 blind companies, 2 landscaping companies, 2 garage door companies, 4 HVAC companies, 3 carpet cleaning, and 7 home exterior companies, all within this one little pack. Of course, there are other ones as well, but there are so many little flyers in here that it took me probably 10 minutes just to go through them. And then if I do go through them, I'm hoping that my company stands out from 7 other exterior companies. That's the problem, is that you're hoping they trip over you again. It's just not targeted enough. Now, the last one I want to show you is, it's basically like this. It's like a miniature newspaper that you'll receive, and it's just kind of folded over in the mailbox a lot of the time. and all it is just flyers for ads again. Now in this one, this was actually the best of the three. It had one HVAC, one dental, one vision, 2 bathroom, 1 air duct, 2 paving, and 1 tire company, among some other ones as well that were singulars. But I wanted to give you an idea. If you are going to throw your money away, that's just my opinion on this type of advertising, at least make sure you're the only company in there, that you're not competing against 7 or 8 or 9 other companies in your industry. At least make sure that. But one of these companies is saying that they will give you a 60 to 70% increase in business. Now, if that was the case, I don't think they would have room to advertise all of these in one envelope. Everybody would be doing it. There was another quote in here that said between 100 and 200 clients. That just seems a little bit far-fetched for me. Maybe for the entire 10 years they've been doing it. Now, I did a little bit of research on sometimes what it costs to advertise in some of these things, and it says between 2 and 3 cents per home, and I think that there is a minimum of 10,000 homes, and contracts tend to be a minimum of 4 to 6 months. So if you were gonna, let's go with the easy number. If you were gonna advertise to 10,000 homes at 3 cents a home, that's $300 a month. If you were gonna do a 6-month contract, that's obviously $1,800. But that's also spread out over 6 months. So if you are going to invest in advertising, when I invest, at least nowadays, it used to be when you would invest in advertising, you would have to send it off to the newspaper or magazine or TV company, whatever it might be, and they would basically go through the ad and go back and forth, and you'd have to get it all set up correctly and get it recorded or get it printed and go through approval processes and all that. And it could take, months to get all that taken care of. Nowadays, you can literally make an ad, put it up online, and within 2 hours it's showing. And usually faster than that. It just depends on the approval process that Google has. And yes, on Google, you are advertising against other people. But if you happen to have a better ad, Google will basically reward you for that. If you and somebody else are advertising the same company, but your ad is better, yours is converting better, yours is doing what Google wants it to do, Google will literally put your ad above everybody else's, and they will charge you less per click for all of those other competitors. There are so many times when we have clients who are ranking above competitors, and these are small local service businesses who are ranking above the huge corporations, that there's no way that we could compete with them on a dollar-to-dollar budget. But because ours is converting better, we can be placed above them, and I guarantee you we're paying less than they are. And we're also advertising to people who are looking for what we have to offer. We're not throwing it in their mailbox hoping to make it past that recycle bin and get in the house, and then hoping that somebody has time to open up that envelope and start ripping through it. And then hoping that we will be the one out of maybe 9 competitors that they choose. See what I mean? It's all about intent. I would much rather put my business in front of somebody who is looking for me right at that moment, because they have intent. They have a problem, we have a solution, and they want to buy. We want to put ourselves in front of them right then. I don't want to wait for 6 months and hope that somebody trips over my ads. Now, I've also run into clients who have used some of these advertising platforms before and literally been charged $2,000 or $3,000 a month. So actually, do me a favor and let me know in the comments below. Have you tried these, and what has your success rate been? And I don't want somebody to put down there, it worked because my phone rang. That is not a measurement of your marketing dollars. If you've actually measured and figured out where your clients have come from, do me a favor, put it down in the comments below and let us know if it's worked for you, or let us know how much you were charged to run one of these things and if it worked for you or not. So to bring it back around, we're talking about Google Ads versus traditional or maybe some more print advertising that you might receive in your mailbox. So what I wanted to do here was why I wanted to compare your Google Ads versus some of that more traditional type of print advertising that you might receive in your mailbox. I hope I've pointed some things out to you. If you do decide to do it, that's fine. It is your advertising dollar, and I wish you the best of luck. But if you do it, make sure you're exclusive. Make sure you're the only company of your industry in there at any one time so that you're not competing with everybody else. But if you are comparing different types of advertising, I hope you will take this video into account. If you like videos like this, take a look over on the right-hand side of your screen. You should see a link to another video that we did titled Google Ads versus Facebook Ads. Thanks so much for stopping by.